Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from LSG Gamers, and welcome. So today I want to discuss a little bit about the development of Space Engineers, give you some of my thoughts and opinions, as well as hearing yours, and I also want to talk about a competition that I'm going to be doing to get some of your ships, some of your creations that I have to say, when they've been inboxed to me, are pretty damn epic, featured on the channel. So let's start by talking about the development of Space Engineers. Now, I have to say it's probably one of the best developed games that I've actually followed, and I've followed a few different games, DayZ and a few other things, and the development's always been a bit slow, a little bit confusing. They've really lost the community at some parts. Now, Space Engineers have been really listening. First it was solar panels, and now we moved on to battery blocks, something that's been heavily discussed on the forum, talks about multiple ways of doing it. They've took the feedback, they've worked out the best way of implementing it into the game, and they've done so, and it's really nice to see that sort of function, as well as taking little hints and tips from the community and adding them back, like saying we wanted to search bars, we wanted different things. Obviously some of these things were probably going to always be there, but listening to us always makes it feel a little bit better. It feels like you're making a difference to the development of the game and how it's going, so it's great to see. Now, new blocks, introduction of new blocks. I'm always asked the question, what new sort of blocks would I like to see? Now, there's two sort of blocks I'd like to see. The first one would be some sort of camera block, so you could actually view, maybe control it, and watch the corridors of your actual ship. That'd be really cool. I mean, you could get inside and just have a look, view different sorts of monitors, perhaps get different positions. Say you want to reverse your ship, you could have a camera just to reverse. You could have a docking port clamp one, so you could get a close-up on what you're docking with. It'd just be really exciting to see something like that. Now, the second thing that I'm always quite interested in seeing is what sort of weapons are going to be developed further. Now, we've got Gatling guns, we've got rocket launchers, and we've got missile turrets. Now, these are all pretty damn exciting, but will there be anything else? I mean, there's always a debate about, should they be lasers, should they be sort of futuristic sort of weapons, and I like how they're going with it. I like how they're keeping it as sort of current as possible. It's realistic. Like, we don't have too many powerful laser weapons. Obviously there's stuff like that in development at the moment, but it's not something that we could directly implement into a spacecraft if we were going to build something like that. But it's an interesting way of actually going around things. The other thing that I'm also asked quite a lot about is suits. Like, do I think there'll be different sorts of suits? Will they be like up-armoured, like assault suits for maybe troops, or will they be like low engineers and different sorts of classes of that? Now, that's a really debatable aspect, because I mean, it's putting people at an advantage in different areas, but at the same time, it'd be cool if you could build something like that, upgrade your suit, maybe have a higher charge rate, maybe have it more armor, more resistant to bullets. Just a really exciting thing to think about. So let's move on to the subscriber competition. Now, this is an opportunity for you guys to submit your ships and get them looked at, get them analysed, and just show off your work. Now, I'm going to be picking the top 5 ships, but first off, let's talk about the competition information. So the competition is going to be running from today, Friday, to Friday of next week, or the 25th of July. So that gives you pretty much a week to build or submit a ship that you've already constructed. But the most important rule is it's got to be a ship with a purpose. Is it a battle cruiser? Is it a simple cargo freighter? Or is it even a small fighter? It can be a small ship, a large ship, or it can even be a combination of the two. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to actually come up with. Now, let's move on how to actually submit this. You can submit this in an inbox on Facebook, or an inbox on the actual channel itself, and I want in there the Steam Workshop link, as well as 4 pictures within the Steam Workshop and a small brief conclusion of what it does within a few sentences. So it might be a mighty battle cruiser that you use to destroy planets, it might be a simple mining vessel that you use to extract ore from difficult areas, or it might be a pirate ship. So I'd really can't wait to see what you guys are going to submit, and I'll see you next time.